Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to section 6.8. This deals with buying cars, either by just purchasing them or leasing them. So the first thing we're going to talk about is um, financing car uh, purchases. And so basically what we're looking at here is finding basically like the finance charge like we did in chapter 4. So we're going to take the monthly payments times months, and then add in our down payment to get the total amount, and then the finance charge is equal to the total amount minus the delivered price. So we have this problem here. You bought a used truck for $9,650. You paid for the truck with a down payment of $2,650 and 36 monthly payments at $234.30. So we're going to take 36, we're going to multiply that by 234.30. Okay, so our number of months times the monthly payments. And when we do that, we get an answer of 8,434 and 80 cents. And when from here, we're going to add in our down payment of $2,650. And what we get here is our total amount is going to be equal to $11,084.80. Okay, so this is our total amount. To find the finance charge, we're going to take 11,084 and 80 cents. We're going to minus out $9,650. Okay, and what we get is $1,334.80. Okay, so this is the finance charge. Okay, so the total cost, monthly months times monthly payments, add in the down payment, get the total, subtract out the total that you bought the truck for, or the original price of the truck to get your finance charge. Okay. The next idea is the idea of cost of leasing. Okay, a lease is a contract made between the company who owns the car and the person who's given the right to use it. So it's basically like renting, and we're going to take monthly payments times months. You're going to add in a down payment. You may have a mileage rate based off of that, and to find your total cost of leasing, you add all those costs together. Okay, so you have a 2-year lease with monthly payments of $528. So 2-year lease means we have it for 24 months. We're going to times that by 528 to get our first part here. And so that gives us $12,672 in lease payments in months. Okay, and you're charged for 20 cents a mile for each mile over the limit. And so you get 24,000 miles for the 2 years. You drove 30,850. So that's over, so we're going to subtract 30,850 minus 24,000. And what we get when we do that is $6,850 or 850 miles. This is what we multiply by 0.2, and we get an answer of $1,370 for the mileage charge. And then to figure out the total cost of the lease, we take 12,672 plus 1,370 to get an answer of $14,042 for total cost. Okay, so this was the total mileage. That's monthly payments. Okay. So if there was other costs that went into here, like a down payment or anything like that, you'd add those in as well into the total costs to help you figure out your answer from there. Okay? The next idea that we're going to talk about is comparing leasing and buying. Okay, and there's an idea called the residual value. That's how much you can buy the car at the end of the lease. So like you can lease it for 2 years, and then at the end of that 2 years you can buy it based off of the residual value. So to get the total cost for leasing, months times payments, we're going to add in any other costs that they give us, and then add in our residual value. The buying total costs, months times payments as well, plus any down payment that you made. All right, because you'll usually buy this stuff on a loan. You won't pay straight up. So the car can be leased for $436 a month, and a down payment of $500, residual value of $11,000. Okay, you see here the loan term's 24 months. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 436 times 24, and that gives you an answer of 10,464. Then we're going to add in the 500, and then add in the 11,000, and that gives us an answer of 21,964. So that's the cost of leasing. So we're going to now find the cost for buying it through a loan. So that would be, we're going to take 728 times 24, and then we're going to add in 3,100. We get 728 times 24, that gives us 17,472. And then we're going to add in 3,100. And if we do that, we get 20,572. So this is the cost of buying. So buying, which is less expensive, buying is less expensive. We're going to subtract these two values, so 21,964 minus 20,572, and that gives us an answer of $1,392 less. So buying costs $1,392 less. So it's very similar to what we did previously with those two other costs, and we just compare the two values. The last thing here, cost of operating cars. You're going to have a cost of the car times your depreciation rate. Then you have any expenses, and then they'll talk about some interest lost. You add up all those values that you get to find the total cost for the year. So you bought a used car for $12,480. Your expenses were $1,070, $512, $981 for insurance. License plates cost you $83. Lost interest cost you $561. Okay, we would add all those values up, plus we would need to put in there the depreciation of 12%. So we would take 12, so 0.12 times 12,480. That would give us an answer of $1,497.60. So we add in the 1,070 plus the 512 plus the 981 plus the 83 plus the 561, and what we get here for a total cost is $4,704.60. So this is the total operating cost. Right there, $4,704.60. Okay, so that's the the end of chapter 6. If you have any other questions, make sure you let me know. Have a good day.